Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. So today I am going to be doing an in-depth tutorial on how to breed Neapolitan colored horses in horse life. So there is a lot that is into with making Neapolitan colors. You need a bunch of colors, so just follow each step and you will know exactly what to do. So the first step I'm going to suggest is picking out what colors you want. So you can go to the menu, then you can go to discovery and then color predict, and you can just search up a whole wide range of colors that you'll see in these palettes, and you can see which colors you want. So the primary colors I want for my Neapolitan project is cocoa. So it's just like a brown color like chocolate. The next color is vanilla, and you can predict that and you can get vanilla. And the next color is just any pink that is light pink. You can get bubblegum, worm, any color that is like a light pink that looks like strawberry can work. And pink is the easiest to get since you can just go in the market realm and find any pink horse. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys about the vanilla horses you can get. So the vanilla horses that you can find, you have to get colors like camel, melon, wheat, and teak, but mostly camel, canvas, wheat, melon are what you need to make vanilla colored horses. So you can find those colors in the Birchwood Forest. I'm going to put a screenshot of where you can find it on the map. You just press the map and you can go to this area. This is where you can find camel horses, wheat horses, and you can also find melon horses there in the wild. So that is the spawn that you need to look out for. You cannot find vanilla horses, you have to breed those. Camel is rarer than canvas and camel, I've noticed. So you have to look a bit more for that color. So you can find those colors in this area with the caprine spawn, pony spawn. Those are the colors you need for vanilla. So that's how I bred my vanilla horses. I used camel and melon, and then eventually I started to get vanilla. But for our Neapolitan colors, you can also use melon because melon is a color that fits well for this project. So now I'm going to show you guys the combinations you need for breeding vanilla horses. So the first combination is camel plus wheat. Camel plus wheat can give you melon, vanilla, wheat, and camel. You can also find wheat and canvas horses in the area I just showed you as well. So in order to get camel, you need canvas plus papyrus. You can also find papyrus in this area, the same area you can find that color, which is where I found my brown and beige horses. So that can give you camel. The next combination is canvas plus melon. Canvas plus melon will give you wheat, vanilla, and melon, so it's not really strong if you want vanilla. And then the next one is camel plus melon. Camel plus melon can give you vanilla and melon and another camel and wheat. So the strongest color, however, I suggest for breeding vanilla is either camel plus wheat, or you can use camel plus camel, melon plus melon. Those double colors can give you vanilla in better chances of rarity. You'll have a better chance. Melon plus vanilla is a guaranteed chance of getting vanilla, so make sure you try out those colors. Camel is a bit hard to get once you've tried different combinations of papyrus, but it is easier once you just breed a few of those. Okay, so cocoa is the best color you need for Neapolitan horses. It gives them a nice color. You can also try caramel, which is this color, which I had for this bottom of the horse. I found that color around this area, just the main map spawn. But the key colors you need for cocoa are rustic, you need bagel, you need toad, and you need dust. Those are the primary colors that will give you cocoa, and you also need earth. You can find these colors in this area, like I said. You can find some rustic horses around here, or you can find them over there. Some of them will spawn like in this area, and you can also find some over there in that area as well. So for those different colors, you need bagel plus toad for cocoa, dust, and toad. Toad also works as a substitute for cocoa if you don't want it. You could also use bagel plus brown to get caramel, which is the color that this horse has on its bottom. You can also use bagel plus earth to get toad and cocoa, which is a better rarity since you get those two. You can also use bagel and brown for caramel. You could use bagel and copper for bagel. Cocoa is like not really a guaranteed, but you can get copper and cube cup from it. You can use bagel and caramel for copper and cocoa, and those are the best rarities you can get. Now, if you don't have any of those colors and you're really trying to search for them, my best bet is for you to catch a rustic horse. You can find rustic around here. It's guaranteed for you to find either a rustic or sable horse. So go to Discovery and you can search sable. This also gives like some better colors like sandstone. You can choose rustic, and that will also give you toad and cocoa. So sable and rustic are some better colors you can use for breeding the Neapolitan. If you don't have any of the colors I just listed, you can find these two in the wild, guaranteed, around this area. So another combination I want to give you for cocoa is rustic and truffle. Truffle is also a guaranteed wild horse catch that you can find. You can find a wild horse with truffle and rustic. Those will give you cocoa as well, and bagel and cube. And the last one is sable and rustic. So like I just listed, sable and rustic, you can also find that with truffle and toad. And I have one more. One more is rustic and bear. So rustic and bear will give you toad and truffle. And you can also get cocoa from that as well. So that is how you can get cocoa and vanilla horses. They are quite hard to breed, but you can mix those colors around, mix all them around, and you can guarantee get them. I will list the spawns where you can find those. So the last color you need is obviously pink for the strawberry. So basically the Neapolitan color is supposed to be like pink, white, vanilla, and chocolate. You don't need the white, but you do need the strawberry. So I have these two pink horses here because I'm going to try to breed them to make actual Neapolitan colors. But if you look in my inventory, you can see that I have the colors I need from breeding this. So this project actually took weeks to do. I think it's been over a month now. So it isn't easy to breed these horses. But if you have gone to the market realm, you would see a bunch of pink horses that you can just buy. Pink horses aren't hard to find at all. So you can just go and to the market realm and just buy a pink horse. Simple as that. Welcome back, guys, to the second part of breeding Neapolitan horses. So this is the second part of how I originally bred the Neapolitans. In the last video, I showed you guys how to breed first the cocoa and the vanilla colors onto the horses. Now I'm going to show you how I did the pink part. So I'm going to show you why the Valentine's event is perfect for you guys to breed Neapolitan horses. Because when you do, there are these certain horses that are kind of like Neapolitan. They have this theme where they have like this almond color wood, hair bubblegum. It looks like it's Neapolitan. I'm not sure what theme color this is, but it's really helpful for breeding Neapolitan. I used a few pastry coins. In fact, I used this pastry coin to help me finish off the project with getting the pink horse, the pink part of the Neapolitan pattern onto the horses. So you need to make sure at least your hair or your pattern is a pink color. Like this horse, you need to make sure you have cocoa or camel or vanilla or caramel, like I said in the last video, and some pink onto there to get those three primary colors: the pink, the vanilla, or white. It could also be white, and the cocoa chocolate part of the Neapolitan ice cream horses. So I actually just bred a few Neapolitan horses, and I'm gonna try to get them onto Hollyhoofs because the Hollyhoofs are the next cute horse other than the Pishkines horses. So I'm gonna get a few breeds in with the Neapolitan horses. I might make them infertile just because this took me weeks to breed, but I think I'll make a few of them fertile in when I sell them. So as you can see, I have this vanilla hollyhoof here. So my goal is for this vanilla hollyhoof is to get the coat top to be like a cocoa and the mane to be like a pink. But yeah, let me go ahead and claim this horse. I see I have one horse here that I need to claim. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. I don't really need it anymore. Let's go ahead and sell it. Should I sell it? Let me wait before I sell it. Let's see, pastry. Okay, I'm gonna sell this horse so I can make space. Don't worry, I have plenty others like it. So let's claim this horse. Okay, that's close to what I was getting, not quite though. Okay, we have this. Ooh, we got a Neapolitan hollyhoop. We have cocoa, melon, petal, light purple. Let's go ahead and grow it. Oh, let me equip that horse so I can show you guys what I just got. Where is it? Let me see. Okay, yeah. So basically what you need to do, you need to get one of those horses, and if you already have one of your cocoa horses with the cocoa and vanilla as the top and the bottom is either melon or vanilla, remember it can also be bagel, so you can have bagel as a color as well for the chocolate part of the Neapolitan. It doesn't have to be cocoa. As you go here, you can get petal, bubblegum for the strawberry, candy, watermelon, and worm. All of these pinks here work for the strawberry part, even punch, but it's a little too dark. There's also toad, bagel, brown, and caramel. Syrup also works for the Neapolitan, and cocoa. So I actually thought that you could get fertile dev Neapolitan horses, but you can't. You have to breed Neapolitan themed horses on your own. Like how it took me many weeks to actually do this project, like a month. But yeah, I bought the dev capsule thinking that it would give me a fertile horse, but it definitely didn't. So definitely don't buy a dev capsule. The horse will not be fertile, which is useless basically. It makes no sense to buy a pixel horse and you can't even like breed it. That would be a waste of money. So I have bred these colors and it took a long while, but make sure that when you breed the pattern it is pink. So you always want to make sure you have a pattern on your horse, whether it's like a stretching dabbles. So you can go to discovery and horses. Let's see, horse. The common horse. You want to make sure you have some really nice patterns because those patterns can be pink if your pattern is pink. So make sure your pattern's pink. The paint really never shows, but you always want to make sure your pattern or the nose is pink. The hair can also be pink, like this horse that I'm breeding here, this Neapolitan hollyhoof that's gonna grow really soon, and the hollyhoof here that I'm working on, this vanilla one. and these other two Neapolitan horses. So this is the horse that I started off with to get these other back color. As you can tell, it's not really Neapolitan because it doesn't have like a pink pattern on it. But that's basically how you can change it. You go to your trades and the pattern, you see the pattern is dough. The pattern has to be like pink. And since this has like a Tobiano paint on it, you can get that paint to be pink if you have one of these pastry coins. This themed pastry coin. So I basically bred this pastry coin with one of my horses. Let me go ahead and show you. I bred it with this one. Well, not this one, but you can use it still to get like this color. I think I bred this one with one of these other horses that I probably sold already. One of these holly hooves. But regardless, breeding it will help you to get to Neapolitan if you're trying to get like a quick project. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the colors I use. There's no other way to breed and exactly get it unless you have like a pink horse that has a pink pattern or a different horse that has a pink pattern. So let's say you have a pink horse, you can breed this one, but it will give you like a fuchsia, which is too dark. Or you can just look for a light pink horse in the market, which can give you a very Neapolitan look. But that is how you breed Neapolitan horses in horse life. You cannot find pink horses in the wild, but you can find them in the market realm. Vanilla, like I said, you go to the main realm and you go and catch melon or camel, and those combinations will give you this color. And make sure that your pattern, which is like this area on the horse, is pink. This pattern doesn't really show much well, which is why it's like a horrible pattern. But as you can see it on this pattern. So you want to make sure the pattern on your horse is like a really vibrant or visible, because that will be the pink part. And like I said, the hair and mane can also be pink. But that is how you breed Neapolitan horses in horse life. I hope this video helped you guys. And yes, I will be selling some of these horses, so make sure you look out for them. See you guys next time. Bye!